Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Brooke with Bees Budgets. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining me today, I should say. And this is going to be the first bi-weekly budget for October. I cannot believe October is knocking at our door. It's crazy. So I have already been to the bank and I have already pulled out the money. So let's get into this. So this is our rollover money from the last budget. Here is my tracking card. Well, my, what do you call that? Your bill tracker, what you hand to the teller? Your teller slip. There we go. I made these myself. I'm quite proud of them. So anyway, there should be $11.25 here. So we'll set the rollover over here. And there is, let's get my wallet out of the way. Let's get everything out of our way here. There's 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 1100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sorry, my computer just made a sound. I'm trying to figure out what that was. Usually that means my camera shut off, but it looks like we're still shooting here, so hopefully everything's okay. And then with the rollover that we had left was 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Did I count that right? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So I had to dip into this just a little bit. My son is selling candy bars for school. And we still had some candy bars left over that I just wanted to get. I just wanted to get the envelope turned back in so I didn't have to mess with it. And so I just pulled out of that rollover that we had in there. So let's go ahead and combine these. And then we'll put them in our sorting tray. Okay, we got our money in our tray. When I was sorting this, look how old this $100 bill is. Is this crazy? Look at that. It almost looked fake. I mean, I got this all out of the bank, so I knew that it wasn't. But it says that it's series 1990. It's just crazy. It looks like fake money. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's start with our cash envelopes. I do have some left over. We are going to get the coins in here. So I switched my jars up. So before I was separating pennies and silvers, but the jars that I had were a little bit smaller than this one. And I filled up the penny one that it took forever for me to take back. Well, I took it back and it was $4.50 some odd cents. And so I'm like, I am not going to fill this jar up and haul this thing in for $4. So I'm just going to combine all of my things together. It's easier, faster, more simple, which is what I need in my life. So I just picked up a bigger jar than the ones that I had before, and I'm just going to put it all together. That way I can just haul one jar in there and do it that way. So we did have some rollover in our envelopes. Come on. Okay. So let's see what we've got here. Let's get the bank teller slip out of the way. We don't need that anymore. So for Eat Out, we actually had some left over. That's surprising. And we had $3. We had $5 left in Miscellaneous. Oops is empty because I had to get some, I explained in the last video, I had to get some new jeans for work and I used that envelope. Food, we had $8 left. I spent my money out of the envelope for my jeans for work, and Liam still has 20. So I'm going to set Liam's off to the side because his is going to just continue to roll over. And then that leaves us with a leftover of 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we're just going to set that off to the side. And because that will then go into our rollover at the end when we're done with our savings challenges and everything, whatever we have left over goes into the rollover box. So then it could be used on the next budget. So, all right. Let's start with this. So food is going to be getting 250. So 1, 2, 20, 40, and 50. And if you're new to my channel, I do not use $50 bills on here because of math. And I do not do well counting 50s. So I'm just going to void them all together, create a little less stress in my day. And then Liam will get his 20 again. And then I will combine that with his 20 from last budget that he didn't spend. And so he now has 40. Me is going to be getting 20. I did give myself hefty ones the last time I did the envelope stuffing, and I did use it to buy jeans for work, but that happens very rarely, so I think I'm gonna dial this one back a little bit. I don't think I'll be using that one. And then Oops, I'm going to give Oops $10. So we did dial that back last budget. I'm trying to eventually eliminate this envelope altogether to have this set up more correctly so that it doesn't have to be there for a buffer. Miscellaneous will be getting 20. I feel like everyone should have a miscellaneous because you just never know. There's always those like just random something pops up you want to do that's not on the everyday. Eat Out is our biggest envelope that's used. So 20, 40, 60, 80. Eat Out will be getting 80. I use this envelope quite a bit. It's, we don't really go on vacation, and so it's kind of what we use as our little mini vacations, almost like a stay vacation, I think people say. It's just a little special thing that me and my son do together on the days that we are, it's just me and him. A little son-daughter, or son-mother date. He doesn't like me to call it that, but that's what I like to call it. My dad used to take me out on dates all the time. And it's just a little bit of time to us, and I prioritize it. Okay, so that is our, my cash envelopes stuffed for my wallet. And then let's move on to our sinking funds. Okay. So we're going to start with the pink. Look at this, guys. It is gorgeous. I needed paperweights to hold down my binders. And since I prop up my binders with my wallet, that's what I was doing before, I had seen this and it's triangle pyramid shape. I'm like, that'll be perfect. And the crystals that are in here are green aventurine. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure I am. Red garnet and citrine. And it harnesses positive vibes and creates energies to bring opportunities your way for personal growth and good fortune. So I figured, what more appropriate crystals than this? So I'm not huge into crystals. I like them. I like to have them around, but I I don't know a lot about them. I don't know. They make me feel good. And so I'm going to continue to use them. And then this is the paperweight that I got to hold it down. I thought this was super cute for budgeting videos. It's a 1/2 pound copper bar. I just thought it was funny, and it is heavy. But I figured instead of keep pushing the binder down, why not get a paperweight to hold it down, right? Okay, so we're going to get into this. I'm going to start with tags, and tags is getting $5. Okay. That one was already open. And so that gives tags 5, 10, and 15. And I already have the trackers that I have in here. I already have their, like, just these ones that I made. I already have them updated for the totals. And so at the end of the video, I always go in and just write them in here. Just because I feel like saves time, and I'm left-handed. So I would have to reach my arm all the way over here. And if I put the binder, or if I put my sinking fun paper over here to write it, I'd block it anyway. So it's not really gonna help anybody to see. So pool will also be getting 5. And that means pool also has 15 in there. And that's just for our mineral pool for the start of the season. Get everything set up, so that won't be used until next year. New car, so that will be getting $10. So new car now has 20, 30, 40. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, I have to keep all the smaller bills in the front. I don't know why. It's ever since I was a teenager to adult. My mom always told me to keep a smaller bill in the front, and so if I don't, I don't know, it makes me nervous. I don't know why. I know it's silly, because if anybody wants to take your money, they're going to take it no matter how much is in there. So deck is going to get 20. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80. We wanted a new deck when we put our pool in this year, but the lumber prices were crazy. So we're having to push that off. But it works out because now I can save for it versus going and getting a loan, or, you know, rent, or dipping into our savings account. Renovations is getting 10. So I'm hoping by the time next season comes around, 20, 30, 40, that we have a hefty amount in there that will get us started on our deck, right? Clothing will be getting 5, and this one got drained from when I needed to get new jeans for work. So it has 5 in there. My son's clothes are already all taken care of for the season, for winter, so he will not be needing new clothes. So I have a feeling that will be the only time that gets dipped into for a long time. Okay, next binder is going to start off with, I didn't even notice I wrapped up my gold bar. That thing is heavy. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Must be extra strong today. I put my gold copper bar here. We'll get the setup figured out one of these days. I've switched from overhead camera filming. I've changed from paper to pen to my tablet sometimes. So I'm figuring this all out. So eventually I will have it set what I like, and hopefully then every video looks the same and it's not something new every day. So Christmas will be getting 100. So Christmas has 300 in there now. 100 is probably where it's going to stay at until Christmas, to be honest. I started this really late, so I'm trying to play catch up a little bit. Gifts will be getting 10, and so now gifts has 40. Car maintenance will be getting 60. So 20, 40, and 60. So that gives us 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70. So that's good. I'm pretty happy about that. Don't need anything just yet, but knock on wood, we won't need to dip into that one for a while. Liam's savings will be getting 60. This is not his only savings. It's just an added 2. What did I say? 60. So 20, 40, 60. That gives Liam 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 210. Okay. House payoff will be getting 20. And this is just to boost us, which gives house payoff 60. After the truck is paid off, we are tackling our house. So I'm hoping this will just be one big, huge chunk we can throw at it by the time we're ready for that in a year. Emergencies fund is 50. And again, this is not our only emergency fund. This is just an add 2. And that gives us 120, 40, 60, 80, 90. So 190. Not sure why that 100 was in the front when I pulled this out. House cash, this is just cash to have in our house, is getting 40. And when I needed that money for my son's candy bar sales at school, I almost went into this house cash. But I figured I already have the rollover. I was doing well on my budget for my next bills, so I just went ahead and pulled out of there. But typically that's what I would have used house cash for something just to come up like that doesn't necessarily have an envelope, a place, or anything I can dip into. House cash is almost like a miscellaneous, to be honest, but it's going to stay in the house as cash. And it's going to be a miscellaneous for everybody in the house. My son, my boyfriend, anybody. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, and 30. And that one I will probably top it out at 300. I think 300 is enough cash to just have sitting that has no reason, but other than to just be there. Anything outside of 300, I feel like it should have had an envelope. And if it didn't, then I need to readjust, reevaluate it, as I should say. Okay, then our last binder starts off with health. We do have health insurance, but this is just to cover those co-pays. My son goes to speech twice a week. Health will be getting 10. Goes to speech 2 times every week, 20, 30, 40. So it just helps cover those co-pays. We always meet our max out of pocket with him within the first 2 months of the year. So I'm hoping this just kind of helps with that little chunk we have to pay right at the beginning of the year. Vision is 40. This will be for LASIK for my boyfriend. His awful eyes. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, and 30. So we're hoping the second we know what that cost and that he's approved and he can schedule that appointment, that will be getting taken care of ASAP. We'll drain with what's in here, and then we will go into savings to do that. Not our emergency fund, our savings, because that is a very high priority. So personal will be getting 20. So that brings personal to 40. I guess this is kind of a miscellaneous envelope as well. I was spending a lot on toiletries and I didn't really have a spot for that. And household, just, random stuff that you need, toilet paper, shampoo, whatever. And so I'm like, I'll just make a personal envelope. And so basically kind of a miscellaneous. And I did have this extra label for personal. So I was like, we'll just call it personal. Taxes will be getting $5. I don't know if I'm going to have to pay in taxes this year. So 35. I did sell some stocks, so I need to pay the taxes on the capital gains for them. I don't know if I don't know how that's gonna all work out, so I'm gonna stuff it just in case. Doggy will be getting 20. And we don't know, we're on the list for a new dog, so I'm just stuffing it until we get the call that mama is pregnant, and we'll kind of know a little bit more date-wise specific to when we would get her. 20, 35. I say her, but we're getting a boy, so. Just to have that there and ready. Vacation will be getting 5. Like I said before, we don't really go on vacation, but I figure let's go ahead and stuff it. So if the mood strikes, then we have it there. 20 is what we have total in vacation. Then our last envelope will be getting $5, and that's just budget, and that's just for all this stuff that we have here to budget with. And that will be getting 15. I pretty much have everything kind of set up. I'm probably going to need to buy some more copier paper or printer paper to print all this stuff off that I've made, but I don't know. I don't know if I will, when I will need that, but it'll be sometime in the future. So that 15 that's in there would definitely cover that. Okay, so that's all the sinking funds. So let's move into my favorite part, saving challenges. Yay! Okay, so for savings challenges, if you don't know, Saveopoly, my boyfriend and I do the savings challenges every bi-weekly. And then so for Saveopoly, I roll the dice once, he rolls the dice once. 100 envelopes, he pulls an envelope, I pull an envelope. 50 envelope, he pulls an envelope, I pull an envelope. And then I created a challenge just for my son. So I kind of let him pull a couple here and there. It's just a small savings challenge. The highest envelope number in there is $10, and there's only 4 of those. So, and he kind of needs to catch up anyway so that he'll be done around the same times that we are. Then at the end, because I do my budgets bi-weekly, then at the end of the week, when I do an end of the week check-in, I pull another envelope for the 100 and for the 50 envelope challenge if I have enough left over, rollover wise. So get all this stuff out here. Okay. Set this off to the side. Here's all the envelopes that we pulled. Okay, so for Saveopoly, my boyfriend rolled and he got a 28. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I don't need the paperweights anymore. Turn this sideways. Bring this up here. I guess I can push the envelopes back, huh? There we go. How's that look? Is that a little bit better? You can see what's going on here. Okay, so he got a 28. So I just have a regular envelope and I put these stickers on here. I know it's really hard to see the pink hollow that's on here, but when all these lights aren't on, you can see it a lot better, which makes no sense in my mind, but it is what it is. Okay, so 28. So 25. And then if you're new to this, I do not get ones out of the bank. I have a lot of ones saved up in here from just previous years. I've always just kind of held on to ones. So I'm waiting for this to get depleted down a little bit before I pull any ones out of the bank. So 28. So 25, 6, 7, and 8. I'll set my ones bank off to the side. I do not count this money. However, I do keep it straight as far as sorting wise. So, because otherwise I will go crazy. And then if this gets stuffed up too much, I think I might come in and maybe do a bill exchange. The only thing that's that I hesitate with that is just that I don't want to know how much is in here, and I feel like if I do a bill exchange, the only way to do it is you kind of have to count it. So I have extra of these envelopes, so I might just keep, if it gets too stuffed and too full, I might just get another one and just keep going so that I don't have to count it. Like, that's my goal. So, and then I rolled and I got a 32. So 20, 30, 1 and 2. I guess I could be really wild and not even sort it, but that my anxiety will be too much. I have all those bills just in there rolling around, not sorted. Okay, so that is our Savopoly. I'll put a little clip on here. Savopoly is done. Now we will move on to our 100 envelope challenge. So for the 100 envelope, Jake pulled, let's see here, 100 envelope. Jake pulled a 48 and I pulled 77. I do pull these ahead of time of filming just because it's just easier for me to budget. I shouldn't say that because I don't really budget. When I go to pull money out, I usually pull an extra $200 for the challenges. But I like to have this filled out and everything ready to go before I start filming. So I don't necessarily budget for it, but I know ahead of time of filming what it's going to be. But I've already been to the bank. I've already pulled the money out a day before filming. So I don't know. I may stick with this way. It seems to be working for me. I may change it up in the future. I don't know. So 48, 20, 40, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, I just, at the end of the week, when I do my end of the week budget, I pull in front of the camera. But it's just easier too because there's no way, my boyfriend works different shift than I do, so there's no way I'd be able to get him to come in and pull his envelope for the video. So hopefully that doesn't upset anyone that we pull them ahead of time. 77, so 20, 40, 60, 70, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, then I will just put that in the back of the box. I'll put a paper clip on that later. So we can go ahead and color those in. So we got a 48 right here. Guys, I'm so excited for fall. I'm gonna decorate my house today after this video. Get all the fall stuff out and get all the Halloween stuff out, and I'm excited. And then 77. So leave in the comment section below, do you, when you decorate your house, if you decorate your house, I should say, for around this time, do you just solely decorate for Halloween, or do you just solely decorate for fall? You do a mixture of both like I do? Or how do you decorate? I usually do our living room all in Halloween. And then our kitchen and our dining room and just little stuff here and there are always fall. That's usually how I do it. It's a good balance. I love fall decorations, but I love Halloween too. So I've never been able to just hone in on just one. And then for our 50 envelope, I pulled a 45 and Jake pulled a 2. So we will stuff his 2. And then I will have to pull the 20s out of the rollover that we had before because I'm out of 20s here in the tray. Oh, this is our, whoops. This is, oh, did I not? Oh, I guess I'm out of 20s. Well, how did that happen? Okay, 20, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 5. I will probably go into one of my envelopes in my wallet and pull a 20. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. So for me, I'm going to take this 20. I'm going to add 2 10s. Because it doesn't really matter what cash domination this is to me. And then, let's see. For food, my groceries, I will pull a 20. Come on. Of course, it's going to be difficult. I will pull a 20 out of there, and I will put 2 10s in that. There we go. I wonder how I messed that up. I must have had 10s allocated for something and versus the $20 bills, but I guess I didn't pay attention. Or I didn't count correctly, which is probably, it's probably what actually happened. So 20, 45. I just don't want the envelopes getting too fat on me, since we still have quite a ways to go. Okay. So my box for my 50 envelope challenge and Liam's is in the back. So I'm just going to throw those in the back. I'm probably going to come in and paper clip them later. I'm going to go ahead and color those in. Well, birthday is October 5th, and like I didn't even realize that it was October already until I went to go pay bills for the first of the month, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my birthday is in a couple days. 4 and then 4. It's like, is that the definition of getting old? Like, you just almost like, if it wasn't for paying bills, you wouldn't even be reminded that it's close to your birthday. Like, as a kid, you've got a countdown for 2 months. Now as an adult, you only know because you got to pay a bill. Like, it's just crazy. Life goes by so quickly. All right, that's Liam's saving, or that's all the challenges. So challenges for this bi-weekly tallied up to $243. So that's really good. I'm happy that we were able to save all that. This is the rollover from the cash envelope. So I'm going to take all the ones out of this, put them back in the one bank, close that up. And then I will count what we have for a rollover. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. Perfect. We usually always have right around 100. So we will put that in our rollover bank thing. See, this one I got at the dollar store, and this one does not work that great. Like, it's very flimsy. It pushes down really easily. The $1 bill one I got, I am pretty sure I got this at Walmart. Now, obviously, it wasn't $1. It wasn't very expensive, but I don't remember it. But I got it a long time ago. And this one is so much more sturdy than the dollar store one. I mean, I get it. It's $1. There's no complaints. I'm just saying. Okay, that concludes everything. So I am going to leave you guys with a money quote this week, or bi-weekly budget or whatever. The money quote comes from Joe Moore, and it is: a simple fact that is hard to learn is that the time to save money is when you have some. I thought that was funny when I was reading money quotes. I thought, well, it's so simple, yet we all just don't do it. So anyway, with that, I'll leave you guys. If you liked the video, you like the channel, please hit that like button. I appreciate it so much. Subscribe if you like me and want to see my videos every week. I do a video every week because I do my end of the week check-in. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. So for now, see ya!